Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Winning Live broadcast. I am sure you had a beautiful night's rest, and this morning you are awake to be productive and to, do things that will take you a step further to your peoples. All right, I'm so excited that you are joining us. Okay, so just like I've told you always, the Winning Live broadcast is a broadcast where I share principles, values, and skills that are capable of helping you become successful in your endeavors. Okay, so today is not an exception. People who joined us yesterday, last week, Saturday, will bear me witness that we had a blast. We were talking about breaking loose from addictions, and we had the phenomenal Mr. Emmanuel Akapo on the broadcast. Emmanuel Akapo was transmitting all the way from Ivory Coast, and it was a sensational period, and it helped a lot of young people who were going through one addiction or the other. The testimonies are abound, and the effects it will keep causing ripple effects, all right, even in the future, because that broadcast is still there in case if you've not watched it. So once again, welcome to the Winning Live broadcast. My name is Solomon Chimaechi Okike, and I am often called Solo Speaks. I have a twin brother, and two of us are known as the amazing Okike twins. Okay, I'm the co-founder of Impactful Global Youth Initiative and a public speaker, a transformational speaker, right? A leadership strategist, and a lot of things. All right, I have a lot of caps on my head, so you don't need to. We don't need to start going there. And in the studio, I am not alone. In the studio, I am not alone. It's quite amazing that today I am being joined by the exceptional Val Okafor. Wow, Mr. Val, it's a privilege to have you here, and we don't take it for granted.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here. It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so
Wow.
much. Thank
If,
you.
if, if you were
Thank
at
you.
the Leadership Rebate Conference last year, you would agree with me that Mr. Val is loaded with value. Okay, Mr. Val handled a section last year at the Leadership Rebate Conference on etiquette. You needed to see that section. You needed to, wow, 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 wow. It's amazing. And today he has come to dispense value to everyone who is watching. So you don't need to take this for granted. If you don't have enough data, please subscribe. Okay. And we're going to try as much as possible to keep it to 40 minutes so that you'll be able to go about your business today. Okay, Mr. Val Okafor is an effective leadership and productivity strategist with an incredible passion to help individuals achieve exponential results. Um, he brings to bear practical knowledge and which translates into wisdom and results. Okay, this is evident in all his sections and his speaking engagements. You need to see a lot of things that he does. He's the founder or the CEO of the Val Okafor company. I hope I'm correct.
Yeah, very
And,
correct. Very correct.
and he does a lot of things. So let's just hold on with the introduction as I bring him to talk to us on the topic. I believe you're seeing the title of our discussion today, and it's amazing. So many people think all I need is talent. Let me just have the talent. Let me just have the
Yeah.
talent. I am talented. I am
Mm,
talented. So with their talent, they are going amiss, but they don't know. So they think, I have the talent. Okay, but there
mm,
are things that you need to garnish that talent with so that you'll be
mm.
able to become more effective and successful. Okay, so
Yeah.
Mr. Van is going to tell us about those things, and I'm so excited because I am also going to be learning from him. So,
Yeah.
with a clapping ovation, we could call it an e-clap ovation. Okay, let's
Yeah.
welcome Mr. Val to the platform. You're
Thank you
welcome.
so much. Thank you so much, Solomon. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for putting this together. I also appreciate your team and everybody who is working behind the scene to make this effective. God bless you all. And I'm very sure that this will transcend generations. This will bless the lives of millions of people across the world. So this is just me saying thank you for everything you represent. Thank you for all you do with Global Impact Field and various platforms with which you express the God-given talent in you. All right. So thank you for having me. So
Thank you
this
so
morning we're talking about talent is not enough. I'm so excited about this topic. You know, the very day you sent it to me, I was excited. I was saying, wow, this is what people need to hear. You know, people think all they need is talent. You know, I'm talented in this, I'm talented in that, and then they fold their arms and think, you know, either money will come, influence will come, or something else will come from heaven. No, you have to harness those talents. So let me just see how I can talk about this in 10 minutes or 12 minutes. So, yeah, Solomon, yesterday I was in a discussion with somebody and I was telling the person that, you see, God is never a waste of resources. That is one thing people must understand. God never wastes resources. It took him 6 days to work and he rested for one day. I mean, for if he worked for 6 days, it means that what he was working on is so important to him. And then he just took one day off. Now, what was he doing for 6 days? He was preparing the world for somebody like you and I. He was preparing the world for me and you to dominate the world. And then when he finished, he put you in this world, but he didn't leave you empty. And that leads me to the second thing, that nobody was born empty. Nobody was born as an experiment. Nobody is here to clap for other people. We are all here as stakeholders for our own lives. We are not here as spectators to watch other people play in the field. We are also major players. And so people need to understand this, that life is not all about coming here, growing up, getting married, having kids, and die. No, there got to be more. There got to be more. I mean, for God to single you out of 7.2 billion people, it means there's something great, there's something specific He wants you to achieve. And He doesn't send you on an errand without giving you T-fare. He doesn't give you a vision without giving you a provision. So you have to think in this light. I mean, so since I'm here, I'm breathing out, I'm walking, all my organs are intact. There is something I'm about to do. I mean, there's something I'm here to achieve. And so that is why God has given you talent, right? To achieve your life's calling, to achieve your life's purpose. So remember what I said, nobody was born as an experiment, nobody was born as a social security number, nobody is here as a spectator to clap for other people. No, 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 no. We are all here embedded with special talents, embedded there with gifts to change our world. All right, so Solomon, it may interest you to know that after God created trees, He put the idea in Adam to make tables and chairs out of those trees. He would have just called them into being. But no, he needed Adam to harness his talents to bring tables and chairs out of those trees. And that is how we all are. Ideas are all around us, but God wants us to think. How do we translate these ideas into reality, into something that can change the lives of other people? All right. So don't fold your arms thinking, oh, I'm talented. Oh, I'm gifted. Yeah, that's true. But you need to work. Now, that leads me to the third thing. Your talent is like raw gold, raw silver, raw diamond, raw pearls. Nobody will value you except you've refined your talents. If I give you raw gold, Solomon, you're going to throw it away because it's smelly, because it's dirty, because it's unattractive, right? But it's gold. Remember, people clamor for gold, but if I give you the raw gold, you throw it away because there's nothing fantasizing, there's nothing appealing about that gold. Why? That gold is in its raw form, and that is how our gifts and talents are. It's they are in its raw form. Now you have to harness it, just as gold is being purified, just as silver is being purified, before people can now say, oh, I have gold watch, oh, I have gold necklace. It's been purified. That's why they can boast about it. So your talent is only valuable when you harness it. Now, let me give you a practical example. If you're conversant with the biblical story of the talents, Matthew 25:14-30, where the first person had 5 talents, the second two, the last one. The one with the 5 talents traded. That word traded means developed. And then he earned 5 extra. The one with 2 developed his own, he got 2 more. But the one with 1 who thought his gift was insignificant, just as some of you think your gift are insignificant, buried his own. And then when the master returned, he brought out what he buried and he was cast out, he was thrown away. Now his gift was collected and given to that one with 10 talents. All right. So the word traded means developed. So if you're talented at singing, it's not enough. If you're talented at writing, it's not enough. God wants you to develop that gift, rather, so that you can serve the world with it. Now, Solomon, if I give you Mortina in a can and in nylon, which one are you going to collect?
Of course, I will take the one in a can.
Great,
Who
but
nylon F?
you're right now. But the same contents in a nylon and in a can, but you choose the one in the can because the one in the can appears to be polished, appears to be attractive. That is how these people see us. Until you furnish your talent, until you furnish your gift, that's when people are going to appreciate it. That's just the harsh reality we have to accept. Nobody cares at what you can do except they see that this is really great. I mean, this is really great. I was talking about your talent and it being developed. You have to see it in that perspective. What are you doing about your talent? Do you think it's just for your family members? Do you think it's just for your environment? Do you think it's just for your community? Do you think it's just for your nation? The truth is, it's way beyond that. It's way, way, way beyond that. It's for the world, right? It's for the world. It's for people in Germany. Come on now. They should download your song and say, thank you. I'm blessed. They should ask, how can this be translated in French? How can this be translated in German, in Chinese? That's when you know that your impact is really affecting the world. But if you fold your arms and think you're talented, you become at best a local champion. At best, a local champion. But the will of God for you is to dominate the world. Dominate the world. You are the salt of the earth. It means you should add sweetness to the world anywhere you find yourself. So you are the light of the world. So anywhere you go into, let darkness disappear, darkness of ignorance, darkness of trauma. So the gifts and the talents on the inside of you is to solve numerous problems, but you have to first of all understand that nobody will value it when you have not developed it. Okay, so that's it. Time is really, really running. Okay, so let me go over to the next thing you need to do, that in order to make your talent to go beyond your imagination. You have to be open-minded to learn the things that are capable of helping you reach that height. I've made some analysis that your gift is for the world, right? You don't want it to end in Nigeria. You don't want it to end in Enugu or Lagos or Jos or Katsina, wherever you are, or Africa. No, it's for the entire globe. It's for the universe, right? So you have to be open-minded to learn. A lot of people are not open-minded enough to learn. See, for whatever you're doing today, someone else has done it, or someone else is doing it the right way, and God is so merciful that he leaves us with clues, he leaves us with examples to follow. But a lot of people are stubborn. They are so stubborn, so rigid. They don't want to learn. They don't want to follow the trajectory of other people. Okay, so if you want to expand, if you want to grow beyond your widest dreams, your widest imaginations, then you have to be open-minded to learn the things capable of taking you to the next height, capable of taking you to the next level. Okay, and that leads me to the next point, which is the right mentorship. The right mentorship. See, mentorship is so important. Mentorship is very key. For whatever you want to do, someone else has done it. For whatever you're pursuing, someone else is already doing it. So what I tell people about mentorship is that mentorship helps you to reduce the years you are going to make mistakes, the years you're going to do trial and error. I mean, the person you're looking up to must have done all the mistakes, must have done, all the, must have committed all the blunders, and then you just copy and replicate. That's what mentorship does for you. It reduces the number of years you are going to spend in making mistakes. So if your mentor took 6 years to make mistakes, it's going to probably take you 2 years or even a year to make such mistakes, because you're just looking at him and then you're copying whatever it is that he's doing, right? So the right mentorship is so important, and you can have numerous mentors across various fields. You can have spiritual mentors, you can have academic mentors, you can have career mentors, you can have financial mentors. So feel free to look up to people, across all facets of your life who are doing exceptionally great, and then copy them. But that's how to go. That's what to do. Copy them. Is that okay? Then the next thing is the right association. The right association will actually help you to catapult your dreams. The right association, right? An eagle in the midst of chickens is no different from chickens. A lion in the midst of goats is not different from goats. I mean, so check your association. Are they people who inspire you to greatness? Are they people who inspire you to express your talent? Are they people who inspire? So it's not just enough to be great at what you do. You have to be in the right cycle. You have to be in the right clique. You have to be the right association. People who inspire you to greatness. They shouldn't be people who subtract you. They shouldn't be people who divide and break you into pieces. There should be people who multiply your talent, who multiply your gift. You're thinking of writing one book, they're saying, hey, guy, you can write 10 more. You can write 20 more. You're thinking of releasing an album, they can say, guy, you can get this into America. You can get this into. These are the kind of people you need to associate yourself with. So look at your associations if you really want your talent to spread abroad. I talked about mentorship. I'm talking about the right association, and then commit to a lifelong journey of learning, of reading, of studying. So I used to tell people that you've not met John Maxwell yet, you've not met Brian Tracy yet, you've not met Benjamin Cassin yet, and all the great minds you've not met them yet, but you can meet them through their books. You can meet Solomon through his book. You can meet anybody at all through their book, through their courses. So that is one secret, that no matter how much time we spend on this platform, Solomon cannot open his mind to you entirely. It's not possible because of time. He has other things to attend to, but you can get his book, because in his book he poured out his heart. So get his book, get the books of the people you admire, get the books of the people you want to live the kind of life they're living. Get their books, read. It makes you to fully put your potentials into expression. Remember the guy that traded his talent. So trading your talent also has to do with reading, also has to do with volunteering, putting yourself out there to work, in order not to say so much and go ahead of time. I'll just stop here so that we can have the interactive session. But I hope that you've gotten something from the little I've shared.
Wow, wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Val, for this awesome section. In fact, my notes, I've written 2 pages already. I don't know. I, I don't know the people who are following us. I don't know whether they are writing, because it's part of it. It's part of learning, because a lot of things have been said, and your brain cannot accommodate all of them
Yeah,
until you
yeah,
put them down. And when you put
that's true.
them down, you can be able to refer to them. Okay,
That's true. That's true.
some people's jotter have a lot of greatness in it that
That's true.
if they start applying those things, they're going to change their lives. All right,
That's
but
true.
that
That's
brings me
true.
to the fact that when you even write those notes and you get that beautiful point, okay, you're not supposed to end it there. All right. Some
Mm.
people have
Yeah.
a lot of journals where they have inspirational words that can transform their lives if they start acting on them.
Mm.
But because
Yeah.
they are in the habit of taking more notes than listening, okay,
Mm.
they just take the note and keep it.
Mm.
I encourage you to take notes. Very important because your brain cannot accommodate everything. You can hear them, but because it's flexible, before you know it, you've forgotten. So only for you
Yeah.
to remember in times probably when it's not necessary or needed for you. I encourage you to take note, but I also encourage you when you take note, act on those things. Okay, so
Mm.
I want to know how many of you are taking notes so you can put it on the comment section. Okay,
Mm.
I really learned a lot from this just 12 minutes section that you just took us through. Very, very phenomenal. Very, very phenomenal. And then let me just point out some of the things I got. Then we talk about some things. Okay.
All
You
right. All
said
right.
by saying that God is not a waster of resources, and I agree
Yeah.
with you because a lot of people think that God just made man. No, he made man, but he did not make man to come and consume things alone. He made man. That's why he did not create the television we are using, even the phone we are using, the internet. God did not create all those things. Why? Because he believes so much. Not that he believed. He created man to be a co-creator with him. He created man to be a co-creator with him. So he cannot finish creating everything and then man comes to sit and be docile. No, he created you so that you can write that your book, and that your book will bring inspiration to many other people. He created you so that you can sing that your song and put it online so that people from all parts of the world will download them and be blessed. He created you so that those innovations you have in your mind, those technologies, those ideas that he has put in you so that you can put it out. He put it in you so you can put it out. And a lot of young people do not want to, or they have not learned how to put it out. They feel, oh, in as much as I'm talented, in as much as I have the gifting, let me just, you just be lazy about what God has given to you. You talked about the story of the talent. Okay, I believe so much that that man was not just trying to, just he was just lazy. He was just lazy about what God has given to him. So he felt the master is a man who reaps where he did not sow. That was an insult to the master. He even told the man, I know that you're a wicked man. I know that you're a wicked man. You want to reap where you did not sow. For that, I took the talent that you gave to me, I buried it. So that when you come back, I will gingerly hand it over to you. Okay. But the man was not looking for where he did not sow. He has already sown the talent into his life. So he wanted him to replicate what others are doing, to trade with it. To trade with it. But the truth is that you will not be able to trade effectively with the talent God has given to you if you don't understand the value
Mm.
of that talent. So many young people
Yeah.
do not understand the
Yeah.
value of what God has given to them. So they just call it, is it not that stuff? I am doing that stuff. Is it not writing stuff? Is it not singing stuff? Is coding stuff? What God has given to
Mm.
you is more than a stuff. It's more than a stuff. And until you stop seeing it as just an ordinary stuff, something so ordinary, you may not be able to harness it. You may not be able to bring out the best in it. So start seeing that thing that God has given to you as valuable. That's how some people will see gold, and because they feel it's just ordinary stuff, they've not come to understand and to appreciate what it is because they don't know what it is. They see it as ordinary stuff because it doesn't look good. They may look at it and call it a stone and throw it away. All right. because they don't understand what it is. It is people who know what this actually means. They are the people who will take the stress, the time, the energy, invest in themselves and refine that gold. Okay, refine it. And I keep telling people that it's your refining moment that brings about your defining moment. It is when you are refined that you will be properly defined to the world. And you know the good part of it is that being refined is your duty as a person. Being refined is your duty. When you understand, you discover what God has put in you, it's time to develop it. I teach people about the DDE secrets. Is even part of is even 3 chapters in the 25 top secrets. The first is to discover, the second is to develop and to explore. A lot of people want to explore the world. This is the international platform, the global platform. They are calling us. They are calling us. This one is this one. Let's start. Let's become global. They say a lot of things, but they have not discovered. Some who have discovered are shying away from developing themselves. So that is when they find it so difficult to pay money for a course. They find it so difficult. But let's say a course is 2,000 naira, for instance. That's even one of the cheapest amounts you find a course that will transform your life. Some people just want to do free things. They want to go to free conference. They want to buy. They want to. A lady was asking me to dash her my book. Of course, sometimes I do give people the books free of charge. But I think it was last Sunday or 2 Sundays ago. I met her at an event. I was with some copies of my books. Man of God, please sow this one as a seed into my life. And immediately I recalled that there was a day I also met her at another event with another of my book, and she was trying to force me to give her the book free of charge. This has happened 2 times, and I look at her and say, I know they give. I know they give. Just like I told someone the other time, he was asking me, give me your book free of charge. I said, go to a boutique and ask them to give you a belt free of charge, just a belt. Okay? So a lot of people do not want to invest in themselves. Invest. That's why they do a lot of free things. And you know what a lot of free things will help you achieve? Getting lots of free things. Everything you want to get is free. It will help you to achieve nothing more than being a local champion, just like you said. A local champion. You know, when I got to understand, someone will say, when I got the revelation of what a local champion is, I was like, wow. Wow. A local champion is someone who is being celebrated. He's a champion, but his championship does not leave his room. It does not leave his community. Just like someone in a village, and people are saying, you are the best, you are the best, you are the best. And he travels to the city. He sees that he doesn't go anywhere close to the best. All right? That's what some people are in a room and they are the best in that room. So they are celebrating themselves. Hey, they are you know, people who do not know anything, but you know a little, just a little. And people are saying, wow, he's the best, oh, he's the best, he's the best. And you're clapping, you're celebrating. My dear, it's time to go higher. It's time to go higher. So start investing in yourself. When you start investing in yourself, you will see that talent that God has given you can be harnessed, and people can, you can be celebrated. All right. So you also talked about that God does not send you on an errand without a tife. That one caught me. That one caught me. And one thing I think I wrote about it on Facebook, that is why it's called provision. You have to step out, because once God gives you an assignment, He knows that you have the basic things you need to step out. It may be that you don't have a big phone like the one that I'm using to stream live, but the phone can type. You can write those things that He's putting in your, write it and put it on the social media. That's why it's called provision. And it means that it's provision, not prevision. It's provision, not prevision. You know the difference between a pro and a pre. Pre is something that comes before you start out or before something. Pre is before and pro is after or within. I don't know, you may call it within or after. That is to say, you've started out and the provision will come. A lot of people want to, even the guy who was given a talent, he was thinking that he was thinking that all the things that he needed apart from that talent would just be given to him. But the talent has been given to you, and that likewise others, the one who was given 5, the one who was given 2, the same thing. And they saw that the talent is there. So the provision of multiplication will come, but let them start out. They started out. Okay, so it's important that until you furnish your gift, people will not celebrate you, just like you said. Thank you so much, Mr. Val. And we are grateful. Everyone on this broadcast, we are grateful, and I am so excited having you. Okay, let's talk about a little people feel. I think we need to stress more on it. A little people feel. A lot of people feel that they don't have much to start with. Okay. That's where you have them say, my father is poor, my mother is wretched, this one, and all that. And okay, since we lost him, okay. So so a lot of people feel that
Sorry about that. Sorry, can you still hear me?
yes, I can.
Okay, great.
A lot of people feel that where the eye is too small and they cannot achieve greatness from where they are. I feel that's part of the reason why that young man that was given 1 talent went to hide it, because he was seeing the other people were given 5 talents. He saw the second person giving 2 talents. He felt these people are bigger than me. Whatever they are doing, I cannot achieve it. So let me kukuma go and rest and hide my own. So what do you have to tell young people who feel that um, where they are is small, their parents are wretched, and they cannot afford, some people even feel they cannot afford basic food, basic feeding, not to even start thinking of how to, become great, how to maximize what God has put in them. What do you tell them, sir?
Okay, so yeah, like I used to tell people that your life will not change by luck, your life will not change by chance, your life will only change by choice. Among the things that we cannot choose, which includes you cannot choose your parents, you cannot choose the country you are born into, you cannot is also choose your name. I mean, so you didn't choose your parents. I mean, if you ask a lot of people, uh, they would want their parents to be very rich. If you ask them which country would you like to be born into, they would choose US, they would choose Germany, France, and all. So, including your name, you didn't choose your name. But here's the fact: if you were born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, then we need to
Mm,
ask you certain questions. So at birth, we look like our parents, right? But
yeah.
at death, we look like our decisions. So I mean, from the time you are born till the time your time on earth is over, is a period of decision. So irrespective of the family you were born into, the situation you were born into, you have the right to make decisions. A time came in the life of Jabez. He said, enough is enough.
mm,
Enough is enough. So if you don't come to that point where you think, see, I'm made for more, I have to do more, I have to take charge of my life, I have to be in control of what happens in my life, then you probably will keep blaming the government, keep blaming your parents, keep blaming the situation. Yeah, so you just have to rise up. You have to rise up and make good use of the talent on the inside of you. That's why we're talking about talent this morning. Yeah, we're talking about talent this morning because that is what you have to a great future. That's a passport to a great future. That's a passport to the change that you desire. So, irrespective of how insignificant you see you think your talents are, or you think your gifts are, or you think your family uh, is, it's immaterial. It's immaterial. There are people who rose from grass to grace by taking decisions that changed their lives. So you have to understand that nobody will pity you and say, "Oh, sorry, you're born in a poor family. Oh, yeah, take this $1 million." Nobody will do that. Nobody will do that. I tell you the truth. The only time people will give you something is when you have something to offer, and God has given you that talent to offer to the world, so that people can. I mean, Solomon, what work does Messi do? What work does he do? Apart from
mm,
kicking a leather that is folded, what work does he do? What work
mm,
does he do? What work does AY or Bovi? What work do
mm,
they do? These are talents they deploy to make people laugh.
mm,
Talent of playing football, and they get loads and loads and loads of money. So your talent is your passport to fortunes. You have to recognize it and then refine it and then finally deploy it to the world. So irrespective of where you're coming from, you know, it doesn't really matter your family background. Remember what I said? If you're
mm.
born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, then we'll have to ask you certain questions. What did you do
Exactly.
with your time? What did you do with your time on earth? What did you do with your talents? So that's it. That's it. So I believe if you're out there and you're thinking, oh, I don't have much, you may not have money, but you have talents. You may not have money, but you have dreams. These are
Mm,
actually what can make people to put something in your hands. All right.
mm. Wow. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Um, I think we need to also talk about mentorship. It's very important. You said something about mentoring, and then you said that it helps you to reduce the years of your trial and errors,
Yes,
and
that's true.
you can also have numerous mentors.
Yes, that's
Okay,
true.
I've come across this question oftentimes. So many people have asked me a lot of times, how do you get a mentor? They'll be
Yeah.
like, you go and question and request that the person becomes your mentor, or just how.
Mm.
So I want to hear from your own perspective how one can have a mentor.
Okay. Yeah. Very, very simple. It's not rocket science. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what do I want to achieve? What do I really want out of life? Right. So by the time you get answers to those questions, then you look into the society, who is doing what I want to achieve. So if I want to be a star footballer, then my mentor should be Cristiano Ronaldo, Suarez, Messi, Neymar, Kante, these guys, because they
Mm,
are already in the field of play and they are doing fantastically well. Now, because I know what I want to achieve, it's now easy for me to locate people who are already doing great in those fields. The
mm,
problem with mentorship, the problem people have with mentorship is because they've not really identified what they want. So if they discover what they want, it will be very easy for them to look out and see people who are already doing what they want. All right, so very simple. What do you want? If you have an answer to that, look into the society and locate those who are already doing what you're doing. They don't have to live in your compound, they don't have to live in your house. You don't have to be seeing your mentors every day. You can have distant mentors. and through their books, through their courses, through the things they put out, you learn. So I value Tony Elumelu a lot. Like, he's a model. I want to do what he's doing. I want to lift millions of people out of poverty. I want to change the lives of millions of people. And Tony Lumelu has already set a trajectory of what I want to do. So look at what he's doing and replicate it in my own way. Okay, it doesn't have to be the Tony Lumelu Foundation. It doesn't have to
Mm.
be the $5,000 grant he gives every year. No, it can be my own initiative, but the aim is to help people, deliver them from poverty, deliver them from unemployment. So Tony Lumelu is there doing great. And then I have Fela Duritoye as a mentor. I'm seeing what he's doing, and I want to do the same thing. Look at him, look at what he's doing, and try to replicate. That's all. He doesn't have to live in Lagos with me, or live in Jos with me, or live in Katsina with me. So the technology has made everything very easy now. But what made me to actually locate these guys is because I have an answer to what I want to achieve, who I want to be in life. So that's the first question, Solomon. Young people need to ask themselves, what do I want? Who do I want to be? What do I want to achieve? For everything you want to be and achieve, there are people who are already doing that. So locate them, and then pick take clues from what they're doing. Yeah, and you see that it's very simple for you. Very simple.
Okay. But do you go to the person and okay, you've talked about distance mentorship.
Yeah.
I know it's also beautiful, and I have a lot of people I call my mentors, and I've not seen them face to face. I watch a lot of their videos. A
Yeah.
lot of their videos. Pastor Sam Adeyemi is one of them.
Yeah.
TD Jakes is one of them.
Mm.
And I watch a lot of and I read a lot of their books too. Like, I can tell you, from the time lockdown started till now, I've read 7 books by Pastor Sam Adeyemi.
Oh,
Okay,
awesome.
so that's beautiful, but there's also a need for someone who is close to you. At
Sure,
least you cannot have
definitely.
your mentors, people who you don't know and who don't know you. Okay, you know them, but they don't know you. All the mentors, you talked about having mentors in numerous fields, numerous things that you want to achieve. So, for the people who are close to you, who you can assess, do you go
Mm.
to them asking for mentorship, or do you do you gain access to their lives
Into
through
their
service?
lives.
Through service.
Both ways.
How
Both ways.
how do you do
Both
that?
ways. Okay, so let me talk about close. Okay, okay. Let me talk about close mentoring. Which is very important also. You need somebody who can hold you by the hand. You need somebody who can guide you. You need somebody who can scold you to say, this is wrong. This is the way to go. This is
Hmm.
not the way to go. So you need that person who is close, somebody you can trust, somebody you can confide in, somebody who believes in your abilities to succeed, and somebody who's not going to get envious or jealous that you're coming over to overtake him.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you need people like that who are close to you, who represent everything you really admire. They can be your close mentor. So there's nothing wrong about that. Then, of course, how do you get access to these guys? Remember, they are busy people. Mentors
Hmm.
are busy people, and so they
Yeah.
have limited number of people they want around them. You are coming into them to take away from them. So you are an extra load. You have to
Yeah.
earn that spot. You have to earn it. And you just mentioned service. Service is one of the ways you earn the spot of direct
Hmm.
mentorship. So a lot of people think you have to mentor me. I mean, I get such DMs. And I'm like, wow, really?
I
Really?
get them a lot too.
Just like that? Are you okay? Are you okay? So, don't you think I have a lot of things to do, a lot of goals to achieve, pursue my own destiny? So you have to earn that spot and through service. So let me quickly tell you a little, Solomon, just a little, how I got FD. So in 2017, FD floated the Philadelphia Leadership Network for campus ambassadors for people on campus to replicate the values of nation building. And I signed up. I was among the first 3,000 persons that signed up across the nation. So we were taking lessons from him back to back for 1 month. So after that lesson, FDC teach the word, go and spread the light. So I didn't spread the light amongst my peers, undergraduates. No, I went to communities. I like teaching children, adolescents from 10 to 15, 15 to 17, the values of nation building. I'll teach them how to be a positive impact on whoever and wherever, how to be a role model worthy of emulation, how to be on time, all of those things that we were taught. I was teaching young people. I wasn't asked to do that. Then I will make these inscriptions on cards and say, hey guys, read this every morning when you wake up. Say this every morning. And when I made a report to FDC, boss, this is what I've been able to do in so community. Oh my God, he was like, wow, Val, you warm my heart with this. The next day he took it to Instagram. He said he wants to celebrate. He celebrated one of the thousands of volunteers who makes his work thick, and then he mentioned my name, blah blah blah, and from there relationship grew stronger. You understand? So he's not too far away now, so we can converse anytime we want. Now, another one was a business consultant who brought her activities to Nsukka when I was still schooling in Nsukka. She wanted to train young people, and she never knew me from Adam. But she had seen my Facebook antecedents and called me and said, Val, I think you're the right person to help me do this. And I was excited about that. And she was, giving me a lot of responsibilities to carry out without even seeing my face. And a lot of money was involved, and I was doing this wholeheartedly. Remember, I was about to take my exams, but I didn't mind. I was going out in the field, printing flyers, doing banners, posting. All she did was call, hello, have you done this? Yes, ma. Have you done this? Yes, ma. Have you done it? Yes, ma. I was all doing that. And I also got some of my colleagues on board. I said, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. About 10 of them. School had vacated. It was August. We were in school 2 weeks, and you bear with me witness that second semesters and during exams, that's when your money finishes. That's when your food stuff gets exhausted. And these things were happening in me, but I didn't complain. I was seeing the future. I mean, the relationship I and this woman would have, not even the present circumstance. So I was doing all those wholeheartedly. The program came and it went successfully. I never knew that this woman had close relationship with the people I've been wishing to meet. I never knew that her husband is in close contact with the people I wanted to meet. So one day, Dr. Chiwuba called me. That's the husband. Say, Val, we'll see what you're doing. I've told Feledrota about you, and he's so excited. He wants to meet you. And I was like, whoa, really? And that was how I got his personal contact. I got his contact from that meeting. I never would have gotten that if I didn't serve. And not just that, the experience I learned, I knew how to now manage a team, how to manage a program, how to spend very well. Everything built my experience. And the second year I did same. First year we did 150. Second year we did 240. This time around we partnered with University of Nigeria. UNM was part of it. They gave us hall, they gave us light, they gave us everything we needed. And 2020 wanted to do 300 or 350, but because of COVID, we had to relax everything. So what am I saying? You can earn your sports by service. Serve other people with your talents. Serve them with your gifts. That's the best way to deploy your potentials. That's the best way to deploy your gifts. Serve other people, especially those who you admire, those you want to be in their cycle. Serve them. If you can write, be the content creator of their brand. If you can speak, be the moderator at their events. If you can organize, be the registrar at their events. Be the usher. Do these things. Do these things. Guys, it's not rocket science. It's not magic. God will not come down from heaven to liberate you. God will send men to liberate you. And you have to position yourself to actually show that you are ready to be liberated. You have to position yourself, and volunteering and serving other people with your gift is actually one way to position yourself for that greatness. Okay, so that's it. That's what you can do. That's my advice for you. And don't start today, start yesterday. Come on now, yesterday is gone, right? So you have today, you have today to start today. Look at those mentors and serve them with your talents, serve them with your gifts, serve them with your potentials, right? Don't look at the money. Don't look at how much you're going to be paid for now. If I give you 300,000 naira in the next 6 months, family demands will steal all of those things from you. But if you volunteer to learn, if you volunteer to grow, if you volunteer for value, trust me, you're going to win relationships that will birth something greater than money, birth something greater than the 300k, 500k, 1 million you're looking for. This is transgenerational relationship. All right, so that's all I have to say. Solomon is not on board. I think network kicked him out so that he will come and take over. Solomon, if you can hear me, I think I'm done with this point. You can go ahead. Oh, I think Solomon's network is really disturbing him, and he's not on here. He's not here yet. I think we need to still go ahead. So let me just say something very short before Solomon comes on board. So I want you to understand that the world doesn't celebrate intentions and efforts. The world celebrates results. Okay, so don't get excited yet that you are super talented. The world doesn't celebrate intentions, the world celebrates results. So you have to be result oriented if you want to do something fantastic. If you want to do something great in life, you have to be result oriented. You have to achieve results. Then, of course, the next thing is to note that you are like a loaded gun ready to be fired. With all you've heard this morning, you are like a loaded gun ready to be fired. If you don't shoot, if you don't act, I mean, it's going to be like a gun without a trigger. So you have to shoot, you have to shoot, you have to shoot, you have to shoot. Then, just in case someone is asking, how can I deploy my talents, Val? I just mentioned to you that you can serve other people with your gifts. You can serve the mentors that you really admire with the talents God has given you. With that, you're going to grow in leaps and bounds. You're going to grow massively. Then, of course, you start looking at the problems that you wish never existed, the problems you wish never existed in your family, the problems you wish never existed in your community, in your society, in your nation. So begin to look at those problems and look at how you can begin to solve them from the tiniest bits, from the smallest bits, from the family level, then to the community level, then to the society level, and the national and global level. So start with where you are, correct the ills where you are with your talents, with your talents, with your talents. All right. Then, of course, with these you are able to live maximally, you're able to live optimally, you're able to live your best life. All right, I tell people, disappoint the graveyard. Don't go to the graveyard with the fantastic gifts God has given to you. Go to the graveyard empty, die empty, die after deploying your potential, die after deploying your talents. That's when God will receive you wholeheartedly and say, welcome, welcome, good and faithful servant. Welcome. All right. So these things are very important. Even as we wrap up this session, I hope that you've learned something great. Solomon is not in the building to strike another conversation, maybe another question. He's not on here. So, but I believe that you've gotten so much value. I believe you've gotten so much value. If you've gotten something, type in the comment section. Type in the comment section if you're really enjoying what you're hearing and you're ready to put into action what you're hearing. All right. So that's while we wait for Solomon to come on board. Um, just in case you have questions, put in the comment section. I believe he will sit and he will give answers to that.
Oh, hello, Mr. Val. Are you still here? Wow.
Yeah, I've been here. I've been here. I've been here waiting. So I think you had network challenge, but thank God you're back.
Yeah, I had the network challenge. So sorry about that. Okay, you finished the story, right, on how you got connected to some of these great people. Okay, that shows that service plays a great role in that shows that service plays a great role in connecting you to people, and of course for mentorship. All right, and one challenge I have with a lot of young people is that there's so much feel that they cannot volunteer. It's even part of what we wrote in our book, The Winning Youth. They feel so much that volunteering is wasting of their time. Okay, and my challenge with some of them is that you cannot volunteer. That's wasting your time, or probably some people say wasting of their life. You cannot waste your life for humanity, for helping humanity, and then you go home and you do nothing. So you're not wasting your life helping humanity, but you're wasting your life doing nothing. Okay? And they want to get connections, they want to get to know these people, they want to, they feel access comes like that. And there are some things you cannot achieve without some access. And some of these access you get through service, through volunteering. And basically, it's not that you're doing this because you want to get this. Okay, just like the story you told, you were not doing those things because you want to get connected to some people. In fact, you didn't even know that they were connected to the people who you respect so much. All right. So some people want to, when you see people who are trying to get connected to some people because of probably because of the wealth, the affluence, you know them because it will show that this one is coming for money. All right. The motive is very, very important. Okay. In a way of rounding off, could you share with us some tips on personal development, how someone can develop himself? You've talked about a lot of things, and I feel like you may have more to share with us, and then we'll wrap it up here.
Okay, thank you very much, Solomon, for another opportunity. I mean, this is an extension of time, 58 minutes. Thank you so much for that honor. So, if you tips on personal development, first of all, I need you to understand that the difference between where you are now and where you want to be is actually the knowledge you don't have. I mean, the knowledge you don't have, and this knowledge gap exists in books, exists in conferences, exists in seminars, exists in mentorships. So, how best you can develop yourself is. Actually filling those gaps with what I've mentioned: the right books, the right seminars, the right conferences, the right mentorships. All right. So, where you are currently and where you want to be is a long gap, and that gap is actually information gap, knowledge gap. So, if I know how to get to America, I mean, what stops me from going there? What stops me? If I know how to be the president of an association, what stops me? So, the difference between where you are and where you want to be is the knowledge you don't have. And knowledge gives you an edge. Knowledge is power when deployed. So you have to grasp every knowledge available, discover where God has called you to be, and get all necessary information to grow. Get all necessary info. When people say personal development, the first question I ask is, what are you developing? What are you developing? Getting a voice coach is personal development, but is that where I'm called to be? Mm-mm. So that's the first thing, fundamental thing. Ask yourself, what am I really developing? When you have an answer to that, then you discover the gaps that are missing in that trajectory, and then you get what the feelers you need. So, for anything you want to achieve, for anything you want to get done, for anything you want to become, anybody you want to become, there are gaps that are missing. You have to get them either in books, either in conferences or seminars or training like this, or mentorships or the right association. These will help you. I mean, grab the necessary skills needed to. I want to be a transgenerational speaker, a speaker whose message will change the lives of people. So I have to keep developing myself by learning more from speakers who have gone ahead of me, by reading their books, attending their conferences and their seminars. This will now help me to get to where I want to be, right? So through books, through conferences, through seminars, through the right association, through mentorships. These are actually the gaps you need to help you to get to where you want to be. So remember what I said before I allow Solomon to speak. Where you are and where you want to be is the knowledge you don't have. Is the knowledge you don't have, and you can get
Mm.
this knowledge from all the things that I've mentioned now. So that's the best personal development you can give to yourself. Okay, so when people harp on personal development, ask yourself, what are they developing? What are you developing? What are you developing? So you have to identify what it is first that you're called to do, and then develop yourself to grow massively in that respect.
Wow, wow, quite amazing, quite amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Val. Okay, Mr. Val, before you say your parting words, um, are there resources that you have, books, trainings that you have that you would want to recommend to the people who are here?
Yeah, sure, definitely, sure, definitely. So, guys, I authored a book titled "Dominate." It's not because I authored it that's why it's great. The truth is, it's great. From the amazing testimonials that people who have read it have shared to me, it's great, guys, very great, and you can finish Dominate in 20 minutes. The
Wow.
e-copy. In 20 minutes, you're done, and your life is set ablaze, set on fire. So by next year, we're going to have the hard copy. So for now, you can lay hold on the e-copy. There's also a book on effective leadership traits. Step out of your comfort zone. Do it now. Do it scared. I mean, this how to choke procrastination. I also have personal coaching on how to identify what it is that's your true call. So gain clarity of purpose in my personal coaching, gain access to transformational leadership traits in my personal coaching, get also the public speaking training skills, like I call it mastering the podium. You want to learn how to speak effectively, you want to learn how to speak with confidence, you want to learn how to pass your message, your ideas across to people in such a way that commands influence, that commands income, that commands impact. So I have all of those in my archives, and I'm ready to dish it out to you if you are ready to send me a DM now. So there are a whole lot of things
Wow.
that I do that when you come privately, I will let you know.
Wow, that's amazing. And for you viewers, I would tell you that if it's coming from Mr. Val, then it's exceptional. If it's coming from Mr. Val, then it's phenomenal. You need to get it, okay? And especially when it has to do with procrastination, we were not able to talk about it now because a lot of people do not trade with their talents because of procrastination. Okay, I think that should be a premium. You need to buy it. You need to buy it. We're not able to talk about it on this show, but get that book. And then a lot of them public speakers. All right, you need to get mastering the podium. It's very important so that you keep developing yourself and keep becoming. That's what we talked about actually. Sharpening your skills, sharpening your talents, and making it more relevant, refining them. So books are powerful, and Mr. Val has a lot of those resources. And it's also his coaching sections. You need to get them. Okay, it's very very important. Okay, let me take a few seconds to introduce some of our books. Why I said our books is because I co-authored with. You want to say something, Mr. Val?
Hello.
You want to say something? Hello, Mr. Val. You want to say something?
Hi, Solomon. I didn't get that. I didn't get the last thing you said. I think I had obstructions. So
You want
sorry.
to
Could
say
you
something?
recap? Could you
That's
just?
what I have. Oh, okay. Let me take a few seconds to introduce some of our books. Why I said our books is because most of them are co-authored. Okay, the one that is not co-authored is Three Best Ways to Live as a Youth. That's actually a free copy in case you want it. I will give it to you. Okay, this one is 25 top secrets for every youth. And here we shared a lot of things, including the DDE secrets I told you about. Okay, the discover, develop, and explore. You need to get it. Um, this is Fire Run. This is Fire Run, and we launched last year, and it's a powerful book. In this book, part of the things I shared is the laws of personal development. We talked about the law of self-esteem, the law of network, the law of materials, and all that. So you need to get it. Okay, this is the Winning Youth, the phenomenal Winning Youth book, exceptional book, I must tell you. So you also need to get this one. We shared 7 principles in 7 chapters that will help every young person become a winning youth. All right, and when I mean a winning youth, youth that excels in what they are doing, you need to get this. Okay, this is embracing academic excellence, and that's for students of all levels. Very small book, but powerful. You can finish reading this book in 20-30 minutes. Okay, you need to get it too. And the latest is the flight. We're actually on a 31 days with the flight and started on Monday. No, did I say on Monday? Started on the 1st of December. And this book is written in 31 chapters, and we call it Nuggets. So Nugget 1 to Nugget 31, there are specific instructions and principles that will help you as a person to become successful in all your endeavors. All right, 31 chapters. That's 31 Nugget. Every morning from the 1st of December, we are reading one chapter and taking note of the actionable points from each of them. You would want to join us with the at the you want to join us at the 31 days with the flight. Just get a copy of these and we will put you on the WhatsApp platform. All right. Okay, I want to say thank you so much, Mr. Val. I also have some personal coaching sections. You would want to know about them. you hit me inbox. And also run a leadership course, the Winning Youth Leadership Certification course. We had our session in October. We also had in November, and we are open for registration for that of January. Okay, we won't have a section because it's a 3 week session, and we know how busy December will always be. So you could register for that of January. That's it. Thank you so much, Mr. Val, for this beautiful time with you. We cannot thank you enough. My audience cannot thank you enough. You've poured out value, you've poured out yourself, and we say thank you. God bless you. You know we cannot pay you,
Thank
right?
you.
But
Thank you
we
so
are
much.
so,
Thank you
we're
so much,
so,
Solomon. Thank
we're
you.
so
I saw a lot of books that you've written. Oh my God, you co-authored. Oh wow, awesome, awesome, awesome. I celebrate you guys. You guys are doing great.
thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, I want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in and those who are going to listen or watch this video later. You are highly loved, and you want if you want if you have any suggestion, contributions, and of course I'm going to see your comments, okay, and I will respond to them. If you have any suggestion, contribution, or questions, you are free to come to my DM, and of course you can comment here, and I will respond to them. We had a beautiful time today, I must say, and next Saturday we'll come back to treat another beautiful section, to another beautiful topic, and I'm going to be bringing a man of God. This broadcast is all ramification, okay? Especially these 4 weeks of disruptive transformation is all ramification. We talk about spiritual life, we talk about your personal development and all that, okay? So this Saturday, I'm bringing God's Time Efeni, and we'll talk about the power of effective prayer. The Bible says that the effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man maketh power tremendously available. If you read that in Amplified version, you'll see it, and or Message version. Okay, so we'll talk about that, and every young person who is a Christian is supposed to be on that broadcast. Okay, see you next Saturday, and we'll continue the day. Do ensure to have a beautiful day today. Make sure your day is productive. I love you, and I love you greatly. So thank you so much, Mr. Val. You may need to
Thank
say
you.
parting
Thank you,
words.
Solomon. Yeah, yeah, guys. So my final words has always been, anywhere I have the opportunity to share, it's always been, hey guys, strive to achieve results. That's all. Okay. So because the world doesn't celebrate intentions, no matter how grand your intentions may sound, at best they can say, wow. But after that, they're looking for the action, they're looking for the results. So focus on result, be result oriented. That is what distinguishes you from the crowd, from the pack. All right. So cheers to groundbreaking accomplishment. I can't wait to celebrate. I can't wait to be part of your success story. And I'm so sure that you're going to be among those people the world will celebrate. Do have a great day. Do have a great day.
Wow, wow, wow. We love you. We love you. We love you. Have a beautiful day and ensure your day is productive today. Bye.